Tupac Shakur, a name synonymous with talent, rebellion, and tragedy. His life, though short, burned bright with artistic fire. He captivated millions with his raw lyrics and undeniable charisma. Tupac transcended music. He became a cultural icon, a voice for the voiceless. His tragic death at the age of 25 only solidified his legendary status. Tupac's story is one of struggle, triumph, and ultimately unanswered questions. Tupac Amaru Shakur was born into a world of hardship. His parents were active members of the Black Panther Party.
His mother, Afeni Shakur, faced constant surveillance and imprisonment.
Even before his birth, Tupac was touched by the struggle for social justice. His childhood was a tapestry of poverty, instability, and exposure to the harsh realities of racism and inequality. This upbringing would profoundly shape his worldview and fuel his artistic expression. Tupac's family moved frequently. They navigated the tough streets of New York City and Baltimore. He witnessed firsthand the poverty and despair that plagued marginalized communities. These experiences left an indelible mark on the young Tupac. He carried the weight of his people's pain and channeled it into his music. Music became Tupac's outlet. He found solace in expressing himself through rap. His early influences were diverse. He drew inspiration from revolutionaries like his parents. He found guidance from mentors in the arts.
At the Baltimore School for the Arts, Tupac honed his craft. He studied acting, poetry, and dance.
This artistic foundation would later contribute to his dynamic stage presence and powerful storytelling abilities. Tupac's early work showcased his lyrical prowess and social consciousness. He rapped about the struggles he witnessed in his community. He addressed police brutality, poverty, and systemic racism. His music resonated with those who felt marginalized and unheard. Tupac became a voice for the voiceless, speaking truth to power through his art. Tupac's big break came in 1991. He joined the hip-hop group Digital Underground as a roadie and backup dancer. His talent was undeniable. He quickly ascended to the role of frontman, captivating audiences with his energy and raw lyrics. His debut solo album cemented his status as a rising star in the hip-hop world. Tupac's music struck a chord with listeners across America. He gave voice to the anger and frustration of a generation. With fame came fortune. Tupac's album sold millions of copies. He was selling out concerts and appearing in films. His star continued to rise. The trappings of success, however, brought new challenges. Tupac found himself increasingly caught between the allure of fame and the realities of the street life he knew so well. He grappled with internal conflicts. His music reflected this struggle. Tupac's life was a complex tapestry of contradictions. He was a gifted artist with a troubled past. He was a sensitive soul with a tough exterior. He advocated for peace while entangled in conflicts. As his fame grew, so did his involvement in the criminal justice system. He faced legal troubles and public scrutiny. Tupac's affiliations with street gangs brought him both loyalty and danger. He was caught in a world where violence was often the answer. His music reflected this reality, blurring the lines between art and life. Some criticized his lyrics as glorifying violence. Others praised his honesty in portraying the harsh realities of his world. Tupac's life and music sparked national conversations about race, class, and the role of art in society. The mid-1990s saw a growing rivalry in the hip-hop world. The East Coast scene, led by artists like the notorious Biggie Smalls, clashed with the West Coast movement, spearheaded by Tupac and Death Row Records. This rivalry, fueled by media hype and personal disputes, escalated from lyrical jabs to real-life violence.
Tupac found himself at the center of this storm. He engaged in heated exchanges with Biggie and other East Coast rappers. The rivalry took a dangerous turn.
Both Tupac and I were victims of violence. The hip-hop community watched in horror as the feud spiraled out of control.
The tension and paranoia surrounding this rivalry would ultimately have tragic consequences.